you said after the shot against Denver that you were kind of feeling a magic that was taking place in this arena. And I wondered if you thought today was like a continuation or a carryover from that, because the electricity was certainly in the air down the stretch.
Yeah, for sure. It was definitely one of those special moments in Dallas Mavericks history here at the AAC, and got a chance to come back from 22 down and just work our way back into the game and just continue to trust our work. So it felt good. Yeah, tough one tonight, man. Tough one.
When you get rolling like you did in the fourth quarter, and before they're starting to send those in, what's the feeling like when you're in that kind of groove? You see single coverage.
I mean, it's an exciting feeling because almost the defensive adjustments are predictable. You know, you just drive right or drive left, and they're sending help either from the baseline or from the other side of the paint and want to stop you. So it gives my teammates, and also when Luka gets double, it gives myself opportunities to attack with numbers on our side. So I just really welcome that. And you know, when the ball's in my hands and I don't see anybody coming to double, then that's my time to be aggressive. And teammates kept putting the ball in my hands. Had the matchup tonight, so we're just taking full advantage of it. And I had some easy ones go for me tonight, and you know, just continue to feed off the good energy, man. But it was a total team effort tonight, really. I mean, we left it all out there on the floor tonight. You could feel that.
Kyrie, talk about the post-game celebration. Why was that important to you on the court to have all the players come together like that?
It's just more of those in-the-moment type things, to be honest with you. But as a competitor, you're so emotional about, you know, this game. It's not really a game to us. You know, when you're out there and you're putting, you know, blood, sweat, and tears into it, and being physical, and of course we feel the fans and we feel the atmosphere. But when you're a competitor out there and you're a teammate and you're seeing your teammates go to battle, it just does something to you. And you know, we were dog tired after that buzzer went off. So embrace is important after games like that, just to be able to you know, kind of touch your teammates and just make sure that we all know that the sacrifice is worth it. You know, not a lot of people can understand that because they're not part of team environment, more individualized in their work environment. But here in the team sport and the team aspect, when you can celebrate those moments as a team, because you know what it took. You know, we were in that locker room at halftime, you know, looking at each other, what are we going to do to get back into this game? You know, when they got off to that 22-point lead, we're looking at each other. So no one else is in that huddle but us and the coaching staff and, of course, management. But it just means something when you can come out with a win like that. And it is a regular season game, but we know the position that we're in. I keep saying that, and just kind of know what it means to come out on the other side of that, you know, or to come on the other side of the matchup tonight victorious. So it feels good.
It was a pretty good visual of you and Luka right there in the final seconds with that embrace. Speaking of tired, you both looked exhausted and happy. What does a moment like that say about the two of you guys and where you are and where the team is?
Where the team is, or me and Luka? Because we get all the questions about me and Luka. So
where the team is?
Yeah, where the team is, or just you're asking about the embrace that me and Luka had. What are you getting at?
Just kind of wondering, you know, with you and Luka and the team the role that it's on right now, and what you guys, you know, have been doing together to part that, and you yourself are on a long stretch of, you know, being out there. So I just kind of wondered what a moment like that feels
okay.
like.
Yeah, no, I was just asking just for specifics. Yeah, no, at the end of the game, you know, Luka was like, I'm tired, man, and that's why I just hugged him, man, at the end of the game, because you know, he left it all out there, and he did all that he could, and everybody in this league is laboring in some sort of way, especially as we head into the playoffs. So I feel for him. I feel for a lot of my teammates, and I know they feel for me. So that was kind of like, again, one of those in-the-moment type things for us as brothers to embrace each other. We know how hard we've worked and how much work it took to get to this point in the season. You know, there's still nothing guaranteed in terms of our seeding and where we're placed. But we just know what it feels like to be on this side now together as a duo, where we're committing to the defensive end, the offensive end. We're committing to our leadership roles, and we're committing to our teammates, and they're doing the same. So I think you're seeing the reciprocity when you see the laughs, or you see the smiles, or you see us feeling good about each other. And even when we're down, we're still giving each other positive encouragement, and that goes a long way in any work environment. So when the game is done, the buzzer sounds, it's good to give your brother a hug. Let him know, hey man, you did a great job tonight. You left it all out the floor. Now let's get some food in. Let's go see our families and leave this game behind us.
Kyrie, you and Luka get a lot of the attention with this team, but how fulfilling is it when you see guys like Exum and PJ Washington make big shots and help you win these games who weren't on this team last year?
Yeah, this is why they were brought in. This is why we believed in them since the beginning of the season. Dante, and then getting PJ at the trade deadline, getting Gafford, and just building our camaraderie off of that after the trade deadline. Because it could have gone either way. We could have failed miserably, or we could be in a position where we're in now, where we've worked ourselves into a pretty good rhythm, and we know what to expect from each other every single night. And we're welcoming the healthy challenges of the best teams in the league. And this is the mentality that you want to have going into the postseason. Is we're ready to take on all challengers, and we're ready to see the best of the best. And in order to be the best of the best, you have to beat the best. And that's our mentality now. And I think you see a lot of the pressure, or it's created a lot of pressure around me and Luka, but we do a great job of dishing it off to our teammates too. They're aware of what goes on in our day-to-day lives, of us being, kind of the best players in the world. And I think we try to feed, I know I do, and Luka does a great job too, just feeding these guys confidence, and then the reward is on the other side of that. So whether they make shots or not, we're still going to believe in them. It's not going to change. So just got to keep that consistent approach.
With that, so Luka passes up, oh look, and with 3 seconds
You think
to go,
he should have shot it?
Huh?
You think he should have shot it?
No, not, apparently not.
No, that sounded like you wanted him to shoot it.
No, I'm just saying.
Oh, let me find out.
What's going through
You
your
like
head?
great players taking messed up shots for game winners.
That's true.
Okay.
What's going
Force
through
it. Force it. You're the best in the world. Force it. No, go ahead.
But what's going through your head when you see him make that play, which was the right play?
The right play, man. That's so subjective. I love it. Go ahead. Go ahead. No. When I see
No,
him
I
make
mean,
it,
I was just wondering
I don't
what you
wanna
were
cut
thinking
off.
when you saw that pass. You thought did you think that's the right play, make or miss?
Okay, yeah. No. Oh, man. Okay, as a basketball junkie, right? I've seen a lot of situations. I've been a part of a lot of situations. Sometimes it goes well when you get a ball up in a situation like that. Sometimes it doesn't, but the trust has to be there, and the confidence and the energy of the basketball has to flow into your teammate. And again, it's not about the make or miss. It's just about the fundamentals that Dante exuded when he needed to make the shot. Balance, shot ready, was ready for the moment. Let's give him credit. Let's give Luka credit, because everybody did their job necessary in order for that play to work. He could have missed, and we would be sitting here in a different situation. But I think that's what makes competitive sports beautiful. Anything could happen, and fortunate enough, it went well on our end, and Dante made the shot. But it's a great pass by Luka. I won't call it the right play. It was the best play possible for us at that moment. If Luka gets it again, I don't know if he passes, but we'll sit up here and play the X's and O's with wonderment.
Thank you.
Can you believe that was the first overtime game of the season for you guys?
Yeah, it felt like it. It felt like it. I think a lot of people were in the crowd were surprised, like, oh, it's only 5 o'clock. It's an overtime game here in Dallas. But no, it was beautiful, man. It was a great competitive game. Some ish talking going on back and forth too. So that got us going a little bit in the beginning of the game.
Kind of going off that statement, Dylan Brooks all over Luka. Luka kind of showed some aggression. He was talking back to him a little bit. How can you guys use that kind of shoving and that kind of thing in the playoffs, like, for motivation?
I think just by knowing our opponents well. I think I could have done a better job of preparing or having a little bit of a deeper conversation with my teammates on what to expect from an Ime Udoka team, especially after we played them in Houston and we beat them the way we did. And, they tried to junk up the game in the beginning, leave it to the refs, and just the back and forth of just that ish talking, that banter. It could go one or two ways. You just want to stay poised emotionally and continue to work the game. And I think Luka did a great job of that. I think Dylan was trying to bait him to get his sixth a few times, and That just comes with it. So just high IQ players, emotionally poised players go further along. So you just got to be a great thinker and be able to play through some of that physical contact. And that's what I've been getting ready for these past few years. I haven't forgotten Ime Udoka's team, Boston Celtics beat me 4-0, and how they kind of just brought the physicality to us, and we didn't know how to respond at that time, and they were just more prepared IQ-wise, or excuse me, X's and O's wise, and yeah, as a competitor, I don't forget things like that. So, systems carry on with coaches, so you can see that they've taken on that Ime Udoka identity, sort of thing.
What is an Ime Udoka identity? How would you define that?
On a basketball court, as a coach, he's just, it's similar to who he was as a player. He knows what it takes to win. He knows how to get into guys' heads. He's guarded the best of the best. He's also been face-to-face with the best of the best, talking ish. So if you're familiar with Ime Udoka's career, then you kind of know how he likes to approach it. And that's what makes, again, sports fun, is getting to know your opponent like a chess player and being able to see 3-4 moves ahead and be able to work their adjustments against them and keep working the game in our benefit.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.